everyone, it's Alice and I'm here today for April's Book Box Battle. I'm going to be completely honest with you, I am concerned about today's Book Box Battle because I've heard absolutely nothing about OwlCrate, which doesn't tell me good things. I've heard many people saying that they're unhauling Fairyloot's book without even reading it, and I don't know what book it is, but that concerns me. And I've seen Rowan from Wandering Through Worlds thumbnail for her Illumicrate unboxing, and it just says, worst box ever? So, I am. Oh god. I have no idea what's in any of these. I can't remember any of the books. I can't remember any of the themes. But I don't think we're in for a good time. I'm going to open Fairyloot last because they won last month by a absolute smidgen of a fraction. As in, Sean told me that Illumicrate should win, and then I was like, nah, I'm giving it to Fairyloot at the very last second. So we're going to start off with Illumicrate because if this is the worst box ever, if Rowan is right, then we need to get this out of the way so that I'm not constantly dreading this for the whole freaking video. So, without further ado, let's hope it's not as bad as I'm expecting it to be. So I don't use knives because I can't get it back in. Okay, so the theme for April is nothing but thieves. As normal, I won't look at the prompt card until I need to either tell you about an artist or a fandom if I can't work out what something is. So, we'll dive into this potentially terrible box. And to start off with, we have a little box, which I'm guessing is going to be one of the ceramic book pots. And I normally like these, so that is not a bad thing. Trying to open this as gently as I've ever opened anything. Oh my god, I forget they bubble wrap them. Oh. So we have in here today. Ooh, a yellow one. Oh, that's cute. A picture of art history. Art history. Painting, sculpture, architecture. A glimpse into the imagination of our greatest artists. I like this. I like all of the Illumicrate book pots, but this, where it's like this yellow with like the gold accents, is very eye-catching. And I still have no real use for them. One keeps my bookmarks in, one keeps my punishment pot in, which I haven't really been using recently. So I still have no use for the rest of them, but they will look really cute on my shelves when I can eventually trust the children not to take them down and break them. Those are normally designed by Chatty Nora. I will just check. Yep, so it's still Chatty Nora doing the book pots, and that's very cool. Then we have... ooh. A paper craft kit designed by Rosie Thorns exclusively for Illumicrate, and it says, A Song to the Spirits. I don't know what this is inspired by, but it's very beautiful. City of Brass, so that would be by S.A. Chakraborty. I've never had a paper craft kit, but I've always been interested in doing one. I do think it'll be quite difficult, but it will certainly be fun to attempt it. And the Rosie Thorns paper craft kits are like hugely sought after, so I'm surprised that they've got one of these in here. And it's nice to see Rosie Thorns do something for Illumicrate which isn't a mug. So I'm very impressed by that. I love the artwork. We then have, oh my gosh, another photo folder thing. Oh my god, I'm so excited I can't even remember any of my words. So they did one before which had a red, white and royal blue quote on the cover. And it's like a folder where you can keep all of the prints and things that come in the book boxes. So this is really helpful because my folder is full. I had one from a different book box a few months ago, but I know for a fact I'm going to be able to fill that up too because I get so many prints and so many art cards from these things. Mostly in the forms of the author letters and the prompt cards. But this is really handy, and this is like super thick as well. This looks a lot thicker than the one that they did for red, white and royal blue. And it says, stories are a way to preserve oneself, to be remembered and to forget. And that is... designed by Fez Inkwright at Ross Dortier, and it's a quote from The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is actually really funny because when I saw the To Be Remembered and to Forget, I did think that's probably Addie LaRue, but I still haven't read it because I'm a terrible person. But I'm very, very impressed by that as well, because I really like the design. The gold foiling is stunning. It's a lot prettier than the red, white and royal blue one that they did, because that had ever so slightly blurred font and the whole design just kind of annoyed me. And it also looks like kind of Lord of the Rings inspired when you see like the spine. So that will look really lovely on a shelf. I'm very impressed with that. Why didn't Rowan like this box? I'm going to have to watch her unboxing and be like, why? Oh, yeah, no, this is, like, great for me. It's got useful stuff. It's got interesting stuff. It's definitely matching the theme very well, because I think this is, like, the artist one. Yeah, it's got, like, a portrait around the, spoiler prompt reveal thing. So, everything is very on theme, which is nice. We've also got in here, ooh, bookmark set. And these are, there's like a man with a very fancy cravat. There's a man with a very fancy buttoned waistcoat. There's a man with a very fancy cravat. These people like their ties. Oh, there's a lady who has the most gorgeously blue eyes that have ever existed. And then there's a lady in a very, very stunning dress. And I don't know what this is inspired by. Possibly, based off of the lady, I'm going to guess the Winner's Curse, Winner's Kiss series, Winner's Crime. Because I know Kestra has blue eyes and blonde hair like that, but I don't really think she wears that kind of outfit. So we'll find out together. Ooh, Gilded Walls. And these are by Gabriella Bugidoso. They're very, very stunning. And I love the fact that they're double-sided. I always love the double-sided bookmark sets that they do. And those are really useful as well. These will come in handy. I can actually use these. So this is a really useful item box, which is nice. Because normally with Illumicrate we get more decorative items than useful items. So it's nice that that has changed. Especially in an art-inspired box. Like, you'd think that would be when they would go for the more decorative items. But I'm loving this. This is great. And then we have the book. Oh no, maybe this is what Rowan didn't like. Let's find out together. Is that yellow pages I can see? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh wow, they're like lemon. Oh. Oh. That. I don't know what the original cover of this looks like, but this is a very ugly cover. I am not a fan of the blue and yellow theme. And the, like, corny, like, blue hand up in the corner, like, sealing something is very cheesy as hell. This is giving me the Starless Sea vibes, because the UK cover of the Starless Sea is, like, just a fucking mess. It's got, like, a big yellow bee on the front cover, and then there's like a shadow of a man like running in a doorway behind it, and it's just completely unnecessary. And I'm kind of getting the same vibes from this. Like, one of the things would be cool, but all of the things at once is just a bit too much for my eyes. And especially with the lemon yellow pages, these are going to fade so horribly, because yellow pages always fade so fast. So it'll look pretty for a few weeks, but I don't know how I'm going to feel after that. Says, Will could hear the sirens, they sounded like a promise. So let's find out what this one's about. History is told by the conquerors. Across the Western world, museums display the spoils of war, of conquest, of colonialism, priceless pieces of art looted from other countries, kept even now. Will Chen plans to steal them back. A senior at Harvard, Will fits comfortably in his carefully curated roles. A perfect student, the art history major, an artist, a perfect son, the American dream. But when a shadowy corporation reaches out with an impossible and illegal job offer, Will finds himself as something else as well, the leader of a heist to steal back 5 priceless Chinese sculptures looted from Beijing centuries ago. His crew is every heist archetype one can imagine, or at least the closest he can get. Each has their own complicated relationship with China and the identity they've cultivated as Chinese Americans, but when Will asks, none of them can turn him down. If they succeed, they earn $50 million and a chance to make history. If they fail, it's not just the loss of everything they've dreamed for themselves, but yet another thwarted attempt to take back what colonialism has stolen. It sounds really, really interesting. This cover is just doing nothing for me. It is signed, which is nice. Has a little signature there. in the beautiful gold pen. And, oh, we do have some stuff going on under the dust jacket as well. We've got some gold tigers, which is really, really snazzy funky. So I could just take the dust jacket off and not have a problem with that. And then we've also got some art here as well, which has all the main characters. And that looks really freaking badass. I love that artwork. With the red shadows and like the birds flying. That would have been a sick cover. So this might actually be the first dust jacket that I ever flip over, because when you look at that compared to like, that is so bland compared to the artwork underneath. Dang. But like, this sounds really promising actually. So that artwork was designed by Little Chimera. We'll put the name up on the screen in case I'm pronouncing that wrong. Yeah, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I just really don't like the cover. But like, I'm interested in the story. That's probably one of the most interesting books that Illumicrate has picked in a really long time, because it's normally all just like high fantasy. So it's nice to have something that feels a bit more contemporary, a bit more fun. This feels more like a classic Illumicrate pick. Like Illumicrate when they were only doing quarterly box pick. Like, I'm impressed by that. I like that a lot actually.
3 hours later.
Now we'll move on to OwlCrate and see whether this is as impressive, because I'm actually pleasantly surprised by that Illumicrate. I think that's the first Illumicrate that I've been impressed by all year, which is saying something. Even if their book designs are still not as stunning as they used to be. And here is OwlCrate. So we've got the spoiler card on top, which again I won't look at until I need to. And straight away I can see some Bones Coffee Company coffee, which is the Angel of Music. It's chocolate eclair. Oh my god, and I don't drink coffee, but this smells fucking gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to get Sean to drink this, and then hopefully he can give you some feedback on it, because Jesus freaking Christ. That is like one of the nicest smelling things I have ever smelled. I hope everything in the box smells of it, because it smells so freaking good. Oh, move on, we're just going to end up eating the packet. So that is Phantom of the Opera inspired. And then we have some weird silicone-y rubber pop thing. Probably, oh, what do I guess? Probably like a cup holder. So you can put like a cup in it while it cools down, maybe? Says The Conjuring Circus presents, where the stage tells a story, spectacular, and legends are born. Glorian. I don't know whether that's going to be inspired by Where Dreams Descend, because the design is giving me vibes of like that cover, but it's also kind of giving me vibes of like Lake's Edge, so I don't know because I haven't read either of them, but we will find out together. Dun, 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 dun. A silicone popcorn holder. Oh my god, it's a little like, oh, that's cute. Yeah, okay, that's like the perfect size for like actually picking food out of. I hadn't noticed that. Oh my god, it would also make a really great TBR pot. But this is inspired by Where Dreams Descend, so I'm very, very proud of getting that just by looking at the cover and thinking, what makes me think of OwlCrate? And this was designed by Lichen and Limestone, so that's very beautiful. We then have a little box that says, for finding dreams that don't exist yet. Oh my gosh! So there's like some candles and like a stamp, so I'm guessing it's like a little wax seal set. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my gosh, what is the... Oh my gosh, okay, this is inspired by Once Upon a Broken Heart, because the stamp's the little fox sat underneath the moon with the stars all around it, and there's an apple with like a keyhole in it. Oh my gosh, that's really, really cool. Yeah, wax seal kit, designed by Paperback Bones and Lady Chubb Letters. That is so cool. I don't think I've ever seen that in a box before. Oh my god. And also, like, you'll be able to see on the close-ups, but the kind of etching design that's been imprinted into the candles is so stunning. Wow. Oh my god, that is like next level. I'm a little bit sad because I've got a tiny little like scratch in the top of my box, but it doesn't affect it too much. It's just annoying that it impacts the calligraphy because it is really beautiful. But once I've used that a few times, if I use it, it will get bashed up anyway. Oh, I've just found my popcorn holder. my popcorn holder tag was a bit lower down, so I'm less surprised by the fact that it's a popcorn holder now. You can actually, okay, so what you do is you put 1.5 tablespoons of popcorn kernels in, you close the flaps like that, I guess, yeah, and then you place it in the microwave and heat it on high for 1 minute and 30 seconds or until popping stops, and then you remove it carefully over the flaps, and then you can enjoy your snack. So it's not even just like you have to make the popcorn elsewhere, you can actually do this in the microwave. That's really freaking clever. I don't even eat popcorn that much, but that's something that Sean might enjoy because that's really clever. And also, like, it's big enough for his stupid big man hands. He always complains that things that come in book boxes aren't big enough for his hands. Like, oh, you've got a mug, I can't fit my big hand in it. Well, this will work with your big hand, Sean, so stop complaining. They've obviously listened to your complaints that you've telepathically sent them. It's a good popcorn holder. Badge time. So this is going to be, I hope, the literary luggage pin, which is designed by, I can't remember, Hey Atlas Creative. Oh, and this is Les Cirque de Rêves, which is the Night Circus. Oh, that's really pretty too. Oh my god, this might be my favourite one so far. That is so stunning, where it's got the red on the straps, contrasting with the black and white tents. Oh, I really need to read this book because all of the merch that I've seen for it is just so freaking stunning. Wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, this has been a good month so far. We've then got a big box which says, "The circus arrives without warning. Designed with love by No One Designs." And AA battery required. What the heck? Oh my god, it's a freaking clock. What? Oh my god, this is freaking stunning. What the frickle frackle? Oh my god, a whole ass clock. You know, one of the things I always say during book box battle is that I really like seeing unique stuff that's not been done in book boxes before. Not only do we have a frickin' popcorn holder and a wax seal kit, but we have a whole ass fucking clock in here. My jaw, she drops. My brain can't comprehend the fact that they were like, you know what we need to do? We need to do a night circus themed clock. Genius, freaking genius. This is like the best bit of merch I've ever received. I still haven't even read The Night Circus, but this is stunning and this is useful because what don't we have? A clock. We bought one. Sean still hasn't put it up. But how many rooms do we have in our house? Many rooms. How many clocks do we have a need for? Many clocks. And now we have an extra one. Thank you, OwlCrate. Thank you, No One Designs. This is fucking amazing. Oh, I think OwlCrate might have won this month. I haven't even seen their freaking book yet. But how can you beat a freaking clock? It's a clock! Oh my god. I'm also, you can tell I'm old now because I'm so excited about a freaking clock. I'm like, oh my god, home decor, useful home decor, a clock. When did I get so old? Why is grown-up stuff so exciting now? We also have what feels like a mouse mat. Outside things may be tragic, but in here we feel it's magic. I mean, it's so cringy as hell rhyme, but I like it. And this is, yeah, oh, it's a mouse pad inspired by Moulin Rouge. Designed by Forensics and Flowers. Wow, it is really freaking stunning though. Again, mouse pad. Haven't had one of these in a book box before. What do most people have a need for? Mouse pads. I mean, Sean has like a Bluetoothy one that we can use without a wire. Wireless, that's what I was going for. But, like, this is helpful. This is useful stuff. Useful, unique items. I love them. Ooh, and the book's looking pretty stunning too. This is Hotel Magnifique by Emily J. Taylor. Unfortunately, no sprayed edges, but the cover is stunning. If I can get into it. And to be honest, if the cover's stunning, it's already got one up on Illumicrate because that cover... Okay, so we have this beautiful cover for this book. Oh, we've got foiled end papers. That's unique. She do be signed with an extra page of foiled paper there, which is very, very freaking sick. They've gone all out with the... Oh. Greetings, Trevor. Farewell, traveller. That's freaking sick. Oh my god, the fact that it's got like an alternate cover underneath. Oh my god, this is so freaking sick. I don't even care that it doesn't have sprayed edges. I love this. This is like exactly my kind of aesthetic. Oh, and then it's got like this gorgeous under the jacket artwork that's got like the flaps have like the feathers that match the cover, and then the characters on the actual bit where the kind of book design would go. Oh, this is really, really freaking pretty. Let us find out a little bit more about this book, shall we? All her life, Janie has dreamed of elsewhere. Barely scraping by with a job at a tannery, she's resigned to a dreary life in the port town of Dirk, caring for her younger sister Zosa. That is until the legendary Hotel Magnifique appears in town. Hotel Magnifique is famous for its astonishing enchantments, especially its ability to travel the world, arriving at a new destination each midnight. Janie and Zosa seize their chance to join the hotel's staff, and soon they're swept up in a world of sparkling chandeliers and impossible magic. But it's not long before Janie discovers that beneath its marvellous glamour, the hotel is hiding dangerous secrets. With the vexingly handsome doorman Belle as her only ally, Janie embarks on a mission to unravel the mystery of the magic at the heart of the hotel and free Zosa and the other staff from the cruelty of the ruthless maître d'hôtel. To succeed, she'll have to risk everything she loves, but failure would mean a fate far worse than never returning home. Ooh, this sounds really freaking good. Like, really freaking good. Also, the font on the spine is raised up, and that is, like, so pleasing. I'm such a tactile person, so, like, little extras like that. Oh, the font on the front's, like, raised up too, and it's ever so slightly, like, soft. Oh, it's really pretty. I really like it. Oh my god, is this the one that glows in the dark? They said they were doing glow in the dark book. Holy fucking Christ, it is! So all of the soft bits freaking glow in the dark. I'm not going to be able to show you that easily on camera, but it freaking glows in the dark. Oh my god. I've never had a glow in the dark book before. This is so freaking sick. This is so freaking sick. Oh my god. I'd forgotten, and then I was like, oh, it's that weird kind of like bluey green, like glow in the... and then the realisation just smashed. Before I get too excited, I just want to share that the art on the Under the Dust jacket was designed by Gemlin C as well. And heck, even though this doesn't have sprayed or stenciled pages, like, this is just so freaking gorgeous anyway, and you can tell OwlCrate have gone all out, like, especially because of how well everything matches the theme. Everything very beautifully, aesthetically complementary to each other. Even the monthly pin badge matches the theme really, really well. So they've obviously worked very closely with all of their designers, and they've known exactly what aesthetic they want for this box. And I think that's really impressive. I completely commend and applaud that. And I am thinking this is one of the best OwlCrates we've had in a very long time. I mean, December's OwlCrate still beats it a little bit because that was just absolutely stunning. But wow, OwlCrate really feel like they're upping their game again, which I like. Because for quite a while it did feel like OwlCrate were always the one that was behind everybody else. Everyone else was doing the best customizations, the best items, and OwlCrate still felt like they were stuck in the past, and resting on what they'd done before. They're definitely pushing themselves now, and that's really, really cool to see. You also have the OwlCrate Owl Babble in here, which just has like a little bit about the book, shows you what the original cover looks like, which is this kind of purpley pink, and then has like a Spotify playlist for the book. And you also have the theme of the May box, which is the Chosen Ones, and every box includes an exclusive item designed by Blissfully Bookish Co, so that'll be pretty cool. So we'll pop all of this back in the box. Try and get a bit less excited about my new clock, which I'm still really, really freaking excited about. And I have plenty of AA batteries, so like that is going up as soon as we've done the close-ups. I don't freaking care. I hope Sean likes it. Sean will be like, oh no, I don't really like that. And then I'll just punch him. Okay, so that is OwlCrate dealt with. Let us move on to the wonderful land of Fairyloot and see what they've done to upset everybody, because I have seen some grumpy people about their book pick, but I haven't seen a single person say what it is, so I'm confused, bemused, and very intrigued. Once again, a spoiler card, which we will pop to the side over here. We'll pop these wiggity jiggities over here, and then we'll dive in. So we start off with I don't have a clue what this is. It's some kind of weird box. It's some kind of weird box that you pop up. And it's got like zodiac symbols on it. What is a person if not the marks they leave behind? By V.E. Schwab. So that probably means that that's an Invisible Life of Addie LaRue quote again. An Invisible Life of Addie LaRue kind of storage box. It's a very nice size. Oh, a Constellation canvas basket. Art by Banker Design. It's perfect for storing books and items. Okay, I like this more than the little canvas bags, canvas cotton, whatever they are. Illumicrate did some little bags last year. One was Nevernight and one was either Circe or the Song of Achilles. And they didn't have handles or anything. They were just kind of like little pouches. I'll see if Sean can get a picture of them because we've still got them. And I actually do use one of mine quite regularly. But I didn't really like the fact that they didn't have handles and they didn't have any kind of stability, so trying to store stuff in them is quite difficult because it just like slides down unless you find something that's like the right size and shape for it. But where this actually has some stability, it has little handles as well on the sides, and it's got some kind of shape to it that stays, so that is a lot more helpful. So I like this a lot more. I think it's going to take a while to like flatten it out so that it actually looks flat and not like creased and sits well, but that's just one of the perils of packing it in with other items. But I think it's really cool that they've done something that is A, useful, B, beautiful, and C, unique. So all the book boxes stepping the game up on the unique items this month. We then have a pin designed by Jez Hawk, and this is a Strange the Dreamer moth pin, and it is absolutely stunning. It's got some nice lovely little glittery bits and some stars, and if you've seen this channel before, you will know how much I love Strange the Dreamer. I love the duology. I love Lady Taylor. I think she is amazing. And this is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm very happy with that. We then have some heart fairy lights, which are powered by some batteries. So I can't demonstrate them for you right now, but we should hopefully have the batteries in by the time we do the close-ups so that we can show you them then. I'm gonna be honest with you, I hope they look better when they're on, because they just kind of look like raspberries. Like, to me, these don't look like hearts. These look like raspberries. I like raspberries, don't get me wrong. I hope they're like that vibrant red pink colour, because then if they do look like raspberries when they're on, I won't be mad, because raspberries are cool. But it's a cool item to put in, just not too sure on the actual design, because like, again, it's hard to tell when they're not on, but definitely getting raspberry vibes. It's been a weird month. Those are designed by Team Fairyloot. We then have a little tray, which is, strangely enough, inspired by the Night Circus. Everybody going full out with the Night Circus theme this month. And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. Oh, it's a very pretty tray. I don't really have use for trays, but it's gorgeous and it's stunning, and it makes me want to read The Night Circus, because then I can like have something on my little tray while I'm looking at my little clock, and I can just love The Night Circus and be absorbed in the world and not just have all of the merch and not have read the book. And this is designed by Stella Bookish Art. But again, like 2 little storage things, very useful. The light's very useful. Ooh! Oh my god, it's a 2-book box! Oh, I didn't know that. So we've got An Arrow to the Moon by Emily X.R. Pan, which is a spellbinding reinterpretation of Romeo and Juliet filled with romance, magic, and Chinese mythology. And it has these absolutely stunning bright blue pages. It is signed, and it looks like it's an actual signature, even though most of their paperbacks are digitally signed, so I will just check that. It is a digital signature, but it looks like really realistic, so that's very cool. This is: Hunter Yi has perfect aim with a bow and arrow, but all else in his life veers off course. Haunted by his family's past mistakes, the only things keeping him from running away are his younger brother, a supernatural wind, and the bewitching girl at his new school. Luna Chang dreads the future. Graduation looms ahead, and her parents' expectations are stifling. Then her life is turned upside down by the strange new boy in her class, the unearthly fireflies that follow her around, and an ominous crack that begins to spread across the town of Fairbridge. As Hunter and Luna navigate the feud between their families and uncover hidden secrets, everything around them begins to fall apart. All they can depend on is their love, but time is running out and fate will have its way. Wow, that's like really, really beautiful. Okay, I'm definitely interested in reading that. That's cool. And then we have the hardback book, which, like, damn. Oh, no, we've also got, nearly forgot them, the tarot cards. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Emperor, which look like they might be inspired by Daughter of the Moon Goddess, but I will just find out for you. Yes, designed by Ars28, and they are from Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan, which was Fairyloot's book a couple months ago. So now we have the book of the month. I'm assuming this is the one that's upset people, so God freaking knows what I'm about to discover. But I am seeing some absolutely stunning blue pages, so I'm happy with that. Cha-cha. Oh. So we've got the bookmark. We have the fairy scoop. We have the author letter, which comes with character art by Tara Light. Oh! Oh, it's Bloodseon by Deborah Fillet. I could have sworn Fairyloot were doing like an exclusive edition of this on their website, or was that OwlCrate? Oh, maybe OwlCrate did an exclusive edition and I didn't order it because I had a feeling Fairyloot were going to do it. Because I definitely could have sworn that I already knew Fairyloot was doing this, but I don't know if I just assumed and was correct. But I'm happy with this. I have heard that it does have a lot of trigger warnings in it, so I can imagine that might be why people are getting a bit upset about it, because if they wanted to buy an exclusive edition and they had the choice on like another site and they chose not to. But this is great. Why would people be mad about this? Apart from the trigger warnings. But it's nice. Because I think this is a debut, and it's diverse, and that's really freaking good for inclusion in a box. I will ask Sean to put up a picture of the OwlCrate cover of Bloodseon, because I cannot remember what it looks like, but I think it looks quite similar. But I don't remember, because it's been a while. But this Fairyloot edition is signed, and ooh, it has like, I know this will be in like all of them, but like the parts have these gorgeous like swirly pages to start them off. And we also have, oh, like the hardcover case is printed with the cover, which is a novelty. They don't often do that. That looks really freaking cool. And then we have under the dust jacket artwork as well, which is stunning too. This is really great. Like, I'm really impressed by this pick. Let us find out what it is about. Yes, Bloodseon is her first novel, so this is Deborah Fillet's debut. I am a descendant of Shango, the god of heat and fire. I am a living inferno. I am a dead girl walking. 15-year-old Sloane can incinerate an enemy at will. She is a Scion, a descendant of the ancient Orisha gods. But under the brutal rule of the Lucas, her identity means her death. Her mother knew as much. She disappeared, trying to hide Sloane's truth. Sloane, too, has hidden her abilities, but on her 15th birthday she is conscripted into the Lucas army. Once taken, Sloane must not only conceal her power, but overcome the bloody challenges of Lucas training. But if she can infiltrate the Lucas, she could destroy her enemies, the people who think of her as less than human, the overlords responsible for her mother's disappearance. Sloane rises through the ranks and gains strength, but in doing so risks something greater, losing herself entirely and becoming the very monster she abhors. That sounds really freaking good. It's kind of giving me Beasts of Prey vibes, because that has a character in it who has magic that's kind of outlawed in that world, and so if people find out about her identity, then she'll be like hunted. And her mother works very hard to keep that a secret. So that sounds like it's kind of reminiscent of it, and I really enjoyed Beasts of Prey, so I'm definitely going to be picking this one up. And I just can't get over how stark and gorgeous that cover is. That is just so stunning. I can totally see why this got picked. And I don't actually think this is being published in the UK, because this is like a US... Like, it's the same sizing as like a US hardcover, and it is a Harpatine print. So I'm assuming this hasn't actually got a UK publisher, so it's even cooler that Fairyloot's distributing it to sort of a wide UK audience. And this has made it very difficult to pick, because looking at the books, as like which one I'm most excited to read, as like which one I like the kind of design on more, it would probably be Blood Scion. But that's purely because Hotel Magnifique didn't have the sprayed or stenciled edges, and I am a sucker for those. So just like this stunning blue, complementing the blue on the spine, complementing the blue on the cover, is very aesthetically pleasing to me. But I think as a whole, because OwlCrate have gone with a glow-in-the-dark cover, because they've got those foiled end papers that are absolutely stunning, because they've got the exclusive printed on the hardcover cover, I can never remember what it's called, design, the alternate cover to the book as well, similar to this one. And I just think that OwlCrate's items are a bit more inspiring. I loved the Strange the Dreamer pin, but I don't really have a use for enamel pins. I like the little Night Circus tray. I think the design of it is very gorgeous, but I don't really have a use for little trays. I like the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue box, but I don't like the fact that because of how it's been packed, it's going to take quite a lot of effort to get it looking flat and sleek and popped up properly. Even though it is aesthetically pleasing, and I will like it more over time. But the OwlCrate items just blew me away as soon as I opened them. Like, that clock was a stunning inclusion. I might feel differently when I've seen the Fairyloot heart lights plugged in, because I do think the fact that they look like raspberries is putting me off. But I love the fact that all three boxes this month have gone with useful items. Useful items has been the priority, and unique items has been the priority. Items that aren't done too regularly, items that are new, items that are pushing the boxes out of their comfort zones. So all three of them do deserve a big round of applause for that, and I'm very impressed with them. The items also seem a lot more cohesive to the themes, which is nice to see. It's not just like, we're going to do a theme reveal and we're going to slam like random items in the box because we've got the theme to like hint towards the book. It actually feels like they're taking that theme and they're running with it as a theme for the box as a whole, which I think is just sick, because it means that people will be able to tailor to their expectations a bit more. It won't be a case of like they see the theme reveal, they like the theme of the book, but then they don't like the items in the box. If this keeps happening, they'll be able to know like, okay, that isn't a theme that interests me, so the items won't interest me, and I'll just skip it. And that will help subscribers make more informed decisions without needing to wait for spoilers, without needing to wait for any kind of item reveals. They'll just be able to tell straight away, and that's always a positive thing as well. So, in all honesty, I think this is the best episode of Book Box Battle that I've filmed, because it's been great to feel surprised by each of the boxes. There's nothing in here that's made me roll my eyes, there's nothing in here that's made me think, oh great, not another one of those, like I've already got loads of that junk already. This is all stuff that I can either find a use for or I want in my home. I don't automatically feel like, okay, I want to unhaul that, I want to like sell that on, I think I can get rid of that. – This is all stuff that feels very useful. And that's my little rant over, because I'm just very, very impressed and very happy and excited, and I'm so glad that I got all of these boxes quite close together, because it's been really fun to be able to open things very quickly for once, rather than just waiting endlessly for one box to arrive. So I'd like to say a big congratulations to OwlCrate, because they have won this month. That clock was just too genius of an inclusion, and I loved the theme as a whole, and I can't wait to read the book and to see what that glow-in-the-dark dust jacket looks like, because I think it's going to be amazing. If it's not amazing, I'm going to regret not giving it to Fairyloot, but we'll also have a look at the Fairyloot fairy lights and see what they look like on the close-up, so hopefully they will look less like raspberries. But yeah, I'm feeling very optimistic, and I'm getting more excited for next month, because if they're kind of getting a bit more cohesive to the theme, then it will be great to see where they go from here, and I hope that that continues. I hope it's not just a one-trick pony, and that this time next month I'll be absolutely raging about it. If you like this video, then please give it a like, and if you'd like to subscribe, we'd be super duper grateful. We post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, so we'll be back in a couple of days with another video, and I hope that we'll see you then. Please let me know if you think that I picked the right winner. Please let me know if you think that one of the other boxes deserved to win, or which box was your favourite, which item was your favourite, and yeah, see you in a couple of days. Bye! Oh, I'm an old woman.